Hi guys, RainbowDave here, and welcome to the Rainbow Road Ahead. Now, with it being the Rainbow Road Ahead, I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it's a bit odd for me because I've already actually recorded the footage and hit my microphone already. Well done me. This is going to be kind of a channel update series thing that I'll be doing every so often, and it'll be Euro Truck Simulator in the background and me talking after the fact, which I am in no way used to. And I have actually things that I want to talk about written on a piece of paper that I've just hit and got a speeding offence in Euro Truck already. Well done me. I actually have a copybook here of YouTube things and things that I can talk about today and want to talk about today. And I've got about half an hour of footage, so hopefully I'll be able to use it all. And I'll have like 10 minutes of... I recorded too much intentionally, but it's in a weird way. Hopefully I've got enough. And not like way too much. If I got way too much, I can fix it. Anyway, channel update. I'm going to try and do one of these a month if there are things to talk about. But, you know, not always, there won't always be things to talk about. First off, if you want to ask me any questions, and actually first off, you'll see that the speedo and stuff isn't showing up in game. I had the wrong setting on OBS. That's going to be fixed in a few minutes. That's just a temporary thing I screwed up. I paused and went into OBS and fixed it. First thing in the channel update is, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, leave them in the comments of this video. Literally any questions at all, I'll answer them in the Rainbow Road Ahead. Consider it your direct road to ask me questions or whatever. It's my excuse for putting some Euro Truck on the channel. I actually quite enjoy it, so I won't complain. So first things first, I've said it about 10 times already, but getting down to, you know, what I actually wanted to talk about and the reason I recorded this video. My channel, this channel, RainbowDave Gaming, is now a partner channel, which is odd because I've always been partnered with YouTube, but in the last couple of days, I've actually been partnered with Maker. Now, I applied to them myself because I wanted just a bit of a safety net there. A bit of a safety net so that I could get a bit more support with the channel and a small bit. I think Maker gets a small bit more ad revenue than partnering directly with YouTube. But I have access to a lot more stuff now and all sorts of dashboards and stuff, which is awesome. And you know, I got the support of Maker now, and hopefully that'll help the channel grow a bit more. And you know, that's amazing. I don't know why I've got my headphones on. I do. Oh Lord, that's loud. I've got my headphones on and it's really loud, so I'm just gonna knock them back a bit. There we go. Now I can hear myself talk. So yeah, I'm partnered with Maker. It means that I think more of my videos will now have ads. I'm actually gonna put my headphones back on so I can hear the game. I'm confused. I think more of my videos are now going to have ads. However, the thing with having a partnership with Maker, part of the reason I went with them, or went with a network partnership, is number one, it actually it helps with any content ID stuff that might happen, because I did have a couple of occasions where Kevin MacLeod's music was flagged with copyright ID, or with content ID, and that was with what could very well be copyright infringing. No, it wasn't. It was Hall of the Mountain King, which is open source. It's so old now that the copyright's long since. You know, it's long dead, the copyright on Hall of the Mountain King, but Machinima Sounds have a very similar sounding song based on Hall of the Mountain King. It's a kind of a dance rock thing version and that flagged in content ID, and I wasn't very impressed, and sent out some nasty tweets a while ago. And the other reason I went with Maker and a network is I can tell YouTube what kind of ads I want to show them. And this is important for you guys, because me having control of the ads you see is actually important, because I know you guys don't want excessively long ads. I know I don't. I know that's half the reason I have ad block, is because at times you get the same ad over and over and over and over and over, and it's unskippable. Now what I've done is I have access to this, and I have made it so that what have I made it? You will only ever get those little bar ads that come up at the bottom of the video. They will always be there for whatever reason. You will also get, from time to time, not all the time you'll get all three, but you will get the little bar ads on the bottom of the video telling you to sign up to this or that or whatever. You'll also get short unskippable ads, so maybe 15 to 30 seconds of unskippable ad, and really that's nothing. And you'll also get skippable ads. Now you won't get ridiculously long unskippable ads, I've made sure of that, but if you guys don't mind, and if you want to help support the channel, don't hit the skip ad button, because I've actually done a bit of research and looking into it, and that doesn't count as an ad impression, which is a bit silly. I was under the impression that skip the ad and it paid out a certain amount if you skipped, and paid out more if you didn't. No, it doesn't count as an impression at all. It doesn't count as the ad ever being seen if you skip it, even though it's, you're seeing in some cases up to half of the ad. I've seen 10-second skippable ads, but no, YouTube says no, that's not a thing. You don't see it. It's not an ad view or an ad impression or whatever you want to call it. Next up, Bantikow. I want to talk about Bantikow, and I'm going to be putting this up. The final Bantikow episode will already have aired, and I want to talk a bit more about why I finished it, and why I finished it so kind of abruptly. I did touch on it in the video, but I don't think I did it very well. I started spraying on Bantikow with the whatever it is, 18 to 24 meter sprayer, the in-game one, at about 11 PM at night in Bantikow, and about 1 PM the next day, so 14 hours later, I was just finishing up the water spray, which meant I still had to go around every field again with the herbicide. So I brought in the Night 2050 Vista, I cheated it in, it went a lot faster, but it was a bit more hassle, and I couldn't figure out a way to work in why on earth I suddenly have a Night 2050 Vista and the other sprayer. So really that series just ended because, number one, I think the Fent did bug the map, because I did a bit of testing, and for whatever reason, and I don't think I'll ever know why, for whatever reason, none of the gates opened. Until I skipped forward another night, which would have meant I'd gone... Yeah, I could have pulled out a low, because I do have the bigger low mod installed in FarmSim now. I could have pulled it out to, I think it's 5 million is the limit now. But I didn't think that was a fair thing to do. I didn't think that was kind of in the spirit of the rules I have. Now I'm going to keep that extended low mod. There are a few reasons. But I'm just going to keep it just in case I want to get something really, really expensive really, really quickly. The bigger loan does mean I will pay just insane interest rates. I think it's 140,000 a day if I pull out the 5 million, which is silly. But just Bantikow, I think, was a bit too big a map, and I really think I was just a bit too ambitious with what I was trying to do there. So I didn't have the time that I could invest, and things are. The last week for me has just been insane. The last few days have been insane. Between the last few days in particular, I've done a lot of work with Maker. I've been setting up stuff with Maker and setting up different accounts here, there, and everywhere. If you're a long-time viewer, if you've seen all my videos, you'll know that I am also working on a game that currently has no title, but that's getting worked on. But I've been doing a lot of work on that, doing different backstory things, and working on backstory, working on trying to come up with a title, all sorts of issues like that. And you know, I've been busy with that and thinking about different things for that game and different things for the channel, and trying, you know, every time you guys leave a comment on a video, I'm sure I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Every time you guys leave a comment, every time, if you have your subscription set to public, when you subscribe, I get an email. So, seriously, it makes my day when I see a new email coming in saying, oh, this person's just subscribed. And recently I've been getting more and more and more of them, and it's just really been, oh my god, yesterday in particular, and this is, I'm actually recording this yesterday, but yesterday for me in particular, I'm gonna do these like the day before they go live, which is possibly problematic, but I've got time. I've got a system and it works, and I'm not gonna screw them. But every time I get those emails, and I got like 7 or 8 of them in the last 2 days, and I know that today we hit on the channel 170 subs, and that is amazing. Oh my god, I was kind of, I'm doing this for fun, you know, this is just a hobby, and I know I'm talking about ad revenue a lot. It's because I don't have an income at the moment. I'd love for YouTube to be at least some sort of secondary income in the future, and I know it will be, especially with Maker and, you know, all the ad revenue stuff and things like that. Just really, it's amazing. And those emails really do keep me going, and you guys saying you're enjoying my videos, BMWHD1, yeah, that's your name, BMWHD1, saw your comments, saw your tweets, I actually remember, just directly to you, BMWHD1, I remember seeing the email I got when you subscribed. And I thought you were a fake channel, and I feel kind of bad for it now. I thought you were a bot, and I feel terrible. Some of the emails I get, it's just the usernames. And if you're watching people with random usernames, I seriously think some of you are bots. And I apologize if you're not. It's just the way my mind works. It's all a bit too good to be true for me. What else? Partnership. Yes. For farm sim as well, and even for Euro Truck if you're in that mood and you want to see some Euro Truck. So we'll make some more Euro Truck videos if you want. Other than the Rainbow Road Ahead. This is just my personal save game on Euro Truck. And it'll be the one I'd be using for videos because I've got money and a truck that I like, and it's painted in the Irish flag and I like it. If you've got any suggestions for mods for farm sim, Euro Truck or whatever, that you'd like to see me at least look at, I'm not going to promise that I'll use them because I test the mods beforehand if they're full of log errors or even have like 1 or 2 very commonly. And actually Canadian Farm I might have to finish. I might have to move on to a different map because I don't think Soil Mod's working on it. Every time I load up the map it's just full of errors related to Soil Mod. I don't think the map's set up correctly, and that's actually my Maker's fault. I might go into the i3D and try and fix it, but I don't know if I can. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions for mods, do let me know, either in the comments. I think I've got links enabled in the comments. I think I do. Give it a shot. If your comment gets banned, I apologise. I'll unblock you or whatever I need to do. If that happens, I will do that. I think it might get marked as spam, which I'll fix it. Otherwise, you can send me a message on YouTube or tweet at me, or I know my business email is on my YouTube. Send me an email. That's not just for business. You guys can use that as well. If it ever gets to the point where I'm getting like 1 million emails a day, I will be like, please stop. You can use that email. I do always have it open because that's my YouTube email. I'm not going to give out my personal one because that is my personal one and it's already got no crap coming into it from Twitch. Seriously, I get like 100 emails a day from Twitch because I follow too many people. And I never watch Twitch anymore. I rarely watch Twitch, I don't have time. How far into the video? We've got plenty of time, so I can talk a bit more. Good. Oh, that's Sony Vegas. I'm actually watching the video on Sony Vegas as I'm going, so that I don't screw up. And Sony Vegas lags sometimes because it is just kind of a bit too big for my PC at the moment. Sorry, I do have my personal vaporizer here, my e-cigarette. I actually mentioned it today that, in the Bantikow episode. I got this about a week ago. Which just shows you how far ahead I am. And today's Bantikow episode was the first time, the first reveal of it, and the first reveal of the fact that I used to smoke. Now I vape, which is probably just as bad. But the evidence isn't there yet. Actually, evidence does suggest vaping is slightly healthier, marginally. But yeah, if you've got any mods, especially tractors, I'm finding it really, really hard to find good tractor mods. And I don't just want like 2013 converts. I'd love to see, or the thing that really annoys me at the moment is I'm looking through all the mod sites, ModHoster, LS315, FSUK. They're the three that I trust the most. They're the three that I'll use the most. But I'm looking through them and I'm seeing reskins and edits and reskins and edits and reskins and edits and reskins of edits and edits of reskins and edits of reskins and reskins of edits. All of the default machinery and all the default tractors, and oh my god, no. I want, John Deere's and Fence and Glass and I suppose Deutz-Fahr now is a major brand, and some New Holland, older New Hollands and older tractors. I want them. And so far all the older tractors I've found that looked interesting to me were terrible mods. No offense if you created one, but all the ones that I've seen on ModHoster and LS 2015, bad mods. Well, not bad, they were just badly optimized, shall we say. They're log errors, specifically texture errors, which is a bit of a shame because they do look like good mods, and there are a couple I need to check out later on today actually. But if you've got any mods that you think are great and that you use yourself, and I know some of you have farmed some on console, in which case I'm going to check very quickly. When is it coming out? Console. Where's the farming simulator website? That's seriously GCP add-on games. PS4 and Xbox One. I didn't move what I said the other way. Farming Sim 15 is coming to PS4 and Xbox One on May 19th. So if you've got PS4, if you've got a Xbox One, I think it's coming out PS3, Xbox 360 as well. Yes, it's also coming out PS3, Xbox 360, and it is coming out on the 19th of May. And if you so wish, you can pre-order it on the Giants website or on the Farming Simulator website, farming-simulator.com. You can pre-order it there and get it sent to you like from Germany or whatever. And you'll be good. A bit of voltage on that. So yeah, any mods that you see, even if they're not from a site that I'd usually use, I will just check them out and see what's going on. That wasn't a particularly good period in Euro Truck. if they're not from a site I usually use, I'll roll them through my antivirus first and just double check that they're legit, like, not viruses. Because that's a thing that happens. And that's a thing that has happened to me already. Because I've downloaded mods that weren't particularly good and they've been viruses. And yeah, that was me. Oh, that was me changing a setting on Steam because I kept getting the pop-ups. Yes, if they're from a mod site that I don't usually use, so if they're not from ModHoster, LS.com, or FSUK, I will put them through a bit of a screening process, even if they're from any of the 3 mod sites. FSUK, I wouldn't really. If a mod's on FSUK, I've probably checked it out already. Same generally speaking with ModHoster and LS 2015. Sometimes I just don't like what the thumbnail, the pictures are, so if you recommend one from ModHoster or LS 2015, I will check it out. I've probably looked at it already. Some of them, I've got kind of tractors in my head that I want, and the mods that I've found so far have been useless. But I would like to see some more kind of old style equipment, because I would like to take on a bit of a smaller map, a smallish map with kind of classic equipment. I think somebody's about to take a shower downstairs, which isn't good because my room is directly above. I'd like to take on, a small map with really small equipment, like smaller than 3 meters at most, and try and work with old equipment like that. As of yet, the old equipment that I found isn't particularly good, which is an issue. I'm going to test out a few new mods as well in the very near future. I think I'm up to like the 28th or something with videos, so sorry I won't get anything into videos before then. I do try and keep about a week ahead, roughly, just in case something pops up or something craps out. If there is an issue that I can't get videos up, I will have to mention it on Twitter, or I will mention it on Twitter, because I've got Twitter on my phone. And if something crops up that I can't get videos out, it's probably because my computer's died, and that's a genuine risk at the moment. For example, in fact, I spent half an hour today, because I had a meeting today, trying to get my microphone and my headphones to work at the same time. And I couldn't because I ran out of time, so I'm going to have to try and fix that later on. I think it's a problem with my USB hub that I use, so I'm going to have to investigate that and see if I can get it working again, which is going to be an issue. At the moment, I've got my headphones plugged into the front USB, the front headphone jack in my computer, which I don't like using because there's this annoying hissing, and every so often a pop because I can hear my hard drive and my processor and my fans and my graphics card and my power supply and my RAM. My case isn't very good. It's old, but it's not very good. I will be getting a new PC later this year. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to source the money. I could use my bank account, I could use a combination of my bank account and my parents, I could use something else entirely. Really depends on what happens. Let me think. Yes, there's one more topic that I want to cover. We've got about 10 minutes to cover it. Good, I've recorded too much footage. It's actually a good thing because I know that I ramble a lot. Final topic I want to cover, and I only actually wrote down 4 topics, which were maker partnership, the Bantikow thing, to remind you that I don't shoot down all mod suggestions. I might not use them, and I might shoot down a lot of them, but I just want the game to run smoothly, and it's pushing the limits of my computer at the moment. I will say, I'm going to make an announcement, actually. Just decided this 25 minutes into the video. Wonderful. I am starting up in 2 days' time, and I think I mentioned it in Bantikow, but I'm starting up a series on Colbert Park. And it's going to be different from Bantikow. I've figured out how it's going to be different, and I've got it started. And it's going to be different because I'm gonna try and get a story running in the series, which runs on every day that I'm not in Canada or like another map. This is gonna be the longer series, hopefully, if I don't screw up like I did in Bantikow. But the way Cobra Park is gonna run is every so often, and actually episode 2, which you'll see in a few days, is like this. Every so often I'll just record silently. I'll turn off my mic, I'll just have the game running and do some work, and then and this isn't going to be all the time. I might do something like this where I record the game, speed it up. Well, I haven't sped it up here, but record the game in advance, speed it up, and then talk over it and do the story thing, because then it gives me a bit more time to come up with the story. So that's one of the other things I've been thinking about in the last week, which is just, yes, I'm putting myself under a lot of stress. But the story, what I'll do is I'll either speed footage up if I want to do entire field in one video, and that's what I do in episode 2. I start in episode 1, continue in episode 2, and I just sped the footage up and put it to music. So if you don't like those kind of videos, there is a lot of stupid things that happen because I'm a bad driver. If you don't like that, you can skip episode 2. I won't particularly, well, I will mind, but I'll understand. Just continue on from there. I really hope you guys enjoy the story, because I've kind of come up with something a bit weird and edited the game. Well, not edited the game, but edited the save game to suit it. I'm starting off with a custom set of equipment and stuff, and put the story to that. Also, this faster AI traffic mod works wonders. I'll just leave it at that. Wait until you see episode 1. It goes immediately wrong. That's all I'm saying. The final thing I want to cover, and this is the final plan thing. You can see your truck. I'm now running out of time and just frantically checking what on earth is going on, or I will be. My engine malfunctions, which is brilliant. Would you guys like to see me return to doing map spotlights? Because I have found that I've got a bit of extra time, enough that I can do map spotlights. It'll take away from my free time, but I don't particularly mind. If you guys want to see map spotlights, I can do map spotlights, or I can replace normal videos with map spotlights occasionally. On a similar note, would you guys like to see some other games like Euro Truck? Because I've got a lot of games. I'm just gonna open them. And according to Steam, I have 192 games. 192 games on Steam. That's silly. I don't have them all currently installed because I've got I don't know how many gigs of games. I've got a lot of stuff, basically, and not enough hard drive space to store it all. I've only got like 500 gigs hard drive space free at the moment. It's going to increase actually quite dramatically, because I'm starting to go through. I'll take my microphone again. Oops. I'm starting to go through like old folders and old stuff and getting rid of that I don't need anymore, and that's freeing space up. I'm backing everything up onto a Seagate. What does it say on here? Seagate Backup Plus portable 2TB hard drive. That's where all my videos and stuff are going at the moment. That will be going, because 2TB hard drive is amazing. I know that because I've got one on my PC that's almost full. But I'm going to back up all my videos. I'm actually going to put all my videos, all my thumbnails, and some raw bits that are just hilarious onto the hard drive. I've only got one raw bit there, and I think I'm just going to cut bits out of videos from now on and save it as a separate file. It's kind of my archive, and I love it, and I thought I broke it last week and I was very sad. But it's fine. But yeah, if you guys want to see like Euro Truck, Minecraft, or whatever, I don't particularly mind. If I've got the game, I'll put it up. So just make requests. So like City Skylines I have, I love it, but I really kinda tempted to just make videos of it anyway. But I could do City Skylines, I can do Euro Truck obviously. It runs really nicely, which is surprising because I think I've got the graphics nearly maxed out. That's Vegas. Like again, I thought OBS was being a derp. I didn't notice it at the time. No, it's fine. What else do I have? Minecraft. I changed my Minecraft username because it used to be my real name, or Fairyatana. Now it's RainbowDave, which is awesome. So I can play Minecraft, FTB, whatever mod pack you want me to use. If you use Etho's mod pack, I know Etho. If you love Minecraft and watch a lot of Minecraft, you probably know who Etho is. One of the biggest Minecraft, one of the biggest, like a really, really big Minecraft YouTuber. I can use his mod pack, and I've run out of time because I've waffled too much. Name any game you want me to play, I'll see if I can play it. And until the next Rainbow Road Ahead, or whatever, yeah, Rainbow Road Ahead. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.